What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Cinco, where three sons of bitches get together and complain about internet speed and talk about our top fives, depending on what the weekly thing is. This week, it is top five Christmas movies slash specials. All right, we are in that giving mood, and we're trying to see what's up with that and what we think our top fives are. But this week's episode is brought to you by the Dreamcast. It's stinky. Remember that shit when it first came out, guys? That shit blew my mind because any video game prior to that, you had one move in a sports game, and that one move would always work because the fucking machine didn't know. Like if you play Tecmo Bowl with Bo Jackson, you could fucking do the same thing over and over and over, and you would never get tackled. But Dreamcast touted itself as a first machine that would literally pay attention to your moves and make it like actually adjust to that. And I remember playing, it wasn't 2K at the time. It would have been like, God, I don't remember the name of their basketball game, but like literally being like amazed at the fact that this shit was like actually adjusting to my play style. I remember that it's thinking the whole thing, that machine, that box was super cool. It was there. That's the way Sega came back after the Genesis, if I'm not mistaken. I think there was some weird shit in between, but that was a short-lived little video game that I really did enjoy. The Dreamcast was super cool. The controller was different. Like it had a whole thing. It was pretty awesome. But yes, the Sega Dreamcast.
Sega, right? Oh, there you go. That's what I was looking for.
Who was on the cover of the basketball game?
Allen Iverson, no? Am I wrong?
Okay.
I thought Allen Iverson was on the commercials.
NBA 2K2.
Oh, so it was 2K. Okay. That was probably where 2K started then.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. But yes, the Sega Dreamcast, cool little box. Hey, Steven, say what's up.
What's up, everybody?
Enrique.
What's up? How's everyone doing today?
Doing good. Cannot complain. So, I mean, so far so good. I'm this much closer to not having to work for 2 weeks, so that's always a good thing.
Yes.
Nice.
And remember, my name's Ivan, guys, talking about Christmas specials today. So, wanted to start with that topic right off the bat. How are we feeling going into this Christmas time of the year? We're doing good. We're doing not so good. How's everybody doing? Which kind of Enrique already asked us.
Go ahead, Enrique.
I'm doing great. It's my favorite time of the year. I plan for it starting maybe like in July. I start planning for it. I love Christmas. I love the holidays. Thanksgiving, just time off from work, spending time with the family and friends and getting stuff you can't afford and figuring out how to pay for it in the future. So
in 4 installments.
Yeah.
Right? Like doing that stuff.
Yeah.
I love it. That's awesome. Stevens, how you doing?
I was good, and I am still good about the general holiday mood, but I'm feeling a little stressed about just being ready for everything. I don't know. Like it's coming up real quick, and yeah.
I do like an early one for us. It is super fucking stressful because you feel like you have no time to get ready for it, but then at least you still have time after.
Yeah.
I hate returning on the 2nd or the 3rd. Ugh, that's the fucking worst, bro, because you're like, oh, I'm still hungover. Why am I at work? You know what I mean? Why am I coming back? At least if you have family, hopefully they're gone and you get like 2-3 days of uninterrupted, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just you or whatever. Trying to fucking find out where to put more cardboard away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, well, my blue bin's full. Where the fuck else am I going to put this shit in? Wherever, you know what I mean? But I think that's it. Anything else, Stevens, other than the stress of getting ready for everything? Oh, Stevens says she's doing something for the first time. Bad enough y'all took over everything else that we owned. Well, guess what Stevens is trying to do?
We're not doing it anymore.
Oh, Stevens was going to make tamales.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So instead, Steven, you leave it to the fucking big gun over here. Don't worry about you. I got you, bro.
Okay.
Don't fuck around. I paid $300 for a mixer just so my artist hands wouldn't get dirty. Like that's my mom's spitting, but because my mom would have been a hater, and then I would have done it for her, and then she would have been like, "I guess it's all right." Because that's how my mom did everything when it came to it. For me, yeah, for sure. But being like blatantly honest, as I love to always be and say the word dick too much. This time of the year is awesome, but at the same time, it's always a weird one for me because now that my mom's been gone, and I always tell people like the first one I got through, I don't even fucking know how. It had to be a lot of alcohol and just like pushing, like as the buddy the Italian stallion says, "You gotta push that shit down. You gotta let it fester down there for a little bit." And then like the second one was, I don't know if worse or better. I don't even know. It was just it's always reminding of those things because my mom would be the cooker, and and
Mhm.
that person would do this and this person would do that, and with Johnny and stuff like that and all those things. So it's one of those where I'm still adjusting to it. Truthfully, I love this time of the year. Like as
Mhm.
much as I'm a hater about Christmas, I love the Thanksgiving to the Christmas to
Yeah.
the like New Year's to the
The
the fucking even
weather.
President's Day. Yeah, it's
Oh, I love the
nice, and
weather, yeah.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like things like all those things that go along with it. Fucking going to shop and going to like this and going to
Yeah.
that, and all
Yeah.
the things that go along with it. But it's still just adjusting and kind of trying to figure it out and kind of do the thing. And that's why I like keeping those traditions kind of like going. And that's something that we decided as a family, like we'll be the ones making tamales. Plus, most of the time, people don't make tamales like the way my mom used to make them. So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, we'll take care of that and we'll do that and stuff like that. So I think that's really, really cool. And the kids all get involved and they all help make and stuff like that. So it is a family ordeal. So, like, we are visiting family in Vegas this weekend because my aunt and uncle from Mexico are coming down to visit my aunt's son, and we're gonna go up there and see him. But we're coming back because on Monday we gotta cook. Like Monday is cooking day. Like we're gonna like, all day we're gonna spend making tamales or whatever. So we got to get ready for that if not.
Is that
So that
all
should be
you're
a really, really good
having for
time.
Christmas?
No, no, each like there's different people bringing different things.
Okay,
But we are just dealing with like that's what we're making is just
tamales.
fucking tamales or whatever. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I'll be honest with you, like no, like it's not that like the stuff people bring isn't good, but like when it's tamales, I'm like, fucking, I'm like, you're right. All I would probably gonna fucking eat is tamales anyway. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, we'll probably make a few candy ones to eat in the morning. Like, you know what I mean? As like a breakfast, but it's gonna be fucking tamales all day. Like, that's the shit that's gonna happen for sure. But yeah, man, it should be a really, really good time. And I think we've, thinking about this, but what's a tradition that you usually do during these times that you enjoy, whether it's visiting family or whatever? For me, it is totally the making of the tamales. Now that we kind of took over and did that, I think that's really fucking cool. That would be mine for sure. Enrique, you have a cool one on the day of, no?
Well, I mean, growing up, I we had a lot of family around, so it was we would get together Christmas Eve. Obviously, over the years, as we've gotten older with our own families, people moved away to other areas. That kind of went away. Um, as far as my wife and kids, we do we take usually take it easy on. Well, we're thankful that we're here. We have you guys that allow us to invade your family
Uh,
get-togethers. Unfortunately, can't make it this year, but yeah, like we enjoy waking up in the morning, and I kind of do it up big, maybe too big for my kids because we don't have a lot of family close here in town.
mm-hmm,
So I grew up having a lot of gifts because of all my uncles and aunts, and everybody would buy for everybody.
Mhm.
And
mm-hmm,
so I that was good memories for me growing up, and I want my kids to have that same feeling. I don't want them to just have one gift from me from us to open.
mm-hmm,
So
Mhm.
I kind of go hard. I kind of, I buy them a lot of gifts to open, and it's fun. It's, as a parent, it's you just want your kids to smile, to get excited, and it does get harder over the years because they're not as impressed, and you spoil them a little bit too much sometimes, and
mm-hmm,
so it becomes tougher and tougher, and it's only our fault. But no, we enjoy it in the morning, Christmas morning, waking up and then just chilling, opening gifts for however long it takes, and wrestle around in all the empty boxes and
mm-hmm,
wrapping paper, and
mm-hmm.
and then just like you said, trying to figure out where all these boxes are gonna go. So
Yeah, seriously. My
Mhm.
wife has been really good about doing like games with them during like the Christmas Eve. So they'll like make a fucking Grinch and a dog out of clay, and they go in their rooms and they work on it for like 30 minutes, and then they come out and nothing looks fucking normal. But like it's all that the stuff that I'm like, that's cool because I would have never thought about anything that cool. It's like
yeah.
I'm there to make drinks, serve
Hmm.
food, and like, say dick too much during the night. So it's like those
Yeah.
are the three things you're gonna get out of me in Christmas, and then that's what you got. But it's cool to do that with the kids for sure. Because as much as they get older, that you can still see they enjoy it for sure.
Yeah.
What about you, Stevens? What is something that you did, done, want to do, like, or going to do new for this Christmas, or any of the above?
Oh, that's craziness. Um, No, we do gifts Christmas morning also. But the difference would be, I suppose, for us, not to, because I don't want to just repeat everything Enrique said, but it's the same for us.
Mhm.
Um, Although I will say we open gifts one at a time. Enrique, don't you do that too? So everybody
Yeah,
can watch everybody? Yeah, that's what I
yeah.
thought. Because I know some people just go for it.
Oh no, yeah,
Um,
that's good. It's good you bring that up because I don't. We've always done it like that, so that's like just.
yeah.
But no, not everyone
Normal.
does it like that. Not
No,
everyone
because
does
some
that.
people just go crazy, and I'm like, but you don't get to see
Yeah.
what everybody
Mm.
got and whatever.
No, we
Um,
take turns. You take turns, and everyone. Yeah, it's a lot more fun that way.
Yeah, that was for us too, but that's changed over the years, but that's okay, but that's what I would want it to be. But on Christmas Eve, when we have the kids Christmas Eve, because as you grow up, life changes and things happen. So this year we don't have them Christmas Eve, but we will open one gift on Christmas Eve,
Hmm.
and that is always
Mm.
pajamas. So that you can
Ah,
wear those pajamas and then wake up wearing those pajamas and
Yeah.
that's cool.
have pajamas to wear when we're waking, opening gifts and things like that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
my two older kids this year have been working. My older kid, been working out for a little bit, and then my second oldest is working part time, makes himself a little money. They bought each other gifts this year, so they want to open the gifts that they bought for themselves on Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
that's
yeah,
Uh,
cool.
that's cool.
That's cool.
so that's kind of something we're starting this year, and um, just because it's the first year that they both kind of been working and have a little bit of money to buy themselves gifts. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Something new.
That's
That's
cool.
cool. That's cool. Yeah, my wife is telling everybody to show up in PJs on
Hmm.
Christmas Eve or whatever. So I, of course, got the most merriest of all Christmas PJs, fucking Wu Tang,
Yeah,
because fucking,
of
bro,
course.
it's gonna be fucking Wu Tang forever, bro. So
Is
are
it the
they?
yellow symbol
They're
on
black
the
and yellow. They fuck
Okay,
hell yeah,
okay.
they're black and yellow with the
Just
matching Wu
making
Tang
sure.
shirt. Just
Just
with the
making
matching Wu Tang shirt, god damn it, 'cause ain't nothing to fuck with. That's what it is. Okay, so I have realized that with my older age, I've just become cynical, and it just maybe I always have been. I'm a hater, something like a hater, but I get that. But we were at a work thing, and the question was like, "What's your favorite tradition?" Go around the table and yada yada yada, right? And of course, I dislike these things because this isn't even like Stevens is there and I care to hear what she has to say. And that's probably the only person at my job, maybe like two other people that I really want to hear what they have to say. I don't give a fuck about what anybody else does, bro. I just don't. And I don't get excited. If I wanted to talk to your ass, I would have. But this is even worse because this isn't even just my job. It's like when other people from that do the same thing I do at other schools come together, right? And people
Oh,
are
they
going
did that
down.
with
And
everybody?
yeah, bro. And I'm
Hmm.
just like, right. And it's funny because one of the people, this guy, he used to work at Harvard. He's at North now, but he was hilarious because he goes, I just like to think about the worst person in the world and then I feel better about myself. And I was like, damn, that's hilarious. So he was just like, he in his head, I think he was thinking, and this guy is very cool. But I think he was thinking, I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna say something and move the fuck on. We make tamales. My mom used to. We make them now. Cool as a family. Bow, right? And then you just hit the pass, right? You let it go to the next
No,
person.
because there are those
Mm-hmm.
like long talker lilies or whatever
Mm-hmm.
who talk like a
Those
half
fucking long
hour.
talking lilies, Steven. God damn it. I'm gonna use that tomorrow. I'm using the word long talking lilies at some point in time, Stevens, because that's fucking amazing. Go ahead, continue, Stevens. Fucking long
No,
talking lilies.
that is what they do. They take up your whole meeting time because they're
Oh my
talking and talking
god.
and going into all this
Bro.
stuff with
What
stuff
the
that you would
fuck?
do with your besties,
Mm.
not with just
Right?
people you casually see every month or whatever. My God.
Maybe out there podcast world, you guys can't tell by my voice because Indian people thought I was black, but I am not. I am not black, and I am also not white. I am Latino. This is facts.
What?
This
Mhm.
shit's put on
What?
That's
paper.
facts.
Facts.
I
But
knew
I am
this.
not.
I knew this about
I'm
you.
not.
Yes.
All right. Yes, I am brown. I am Mexican American first generation. That is me. But I had a look, and my family did go hard with Christmas. They had posadas, they freaking did the nacimientos. So I get that. I don't need a fucking talk about that to people I don't care to know my goddamn stuff. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But we get to this one person, and I swear to God, bro, when she explained her fucking Hallmark Christmas, I was like, bitch. Like, I was like, no, you didn't,
Yeah.
bro. Nobody does that. That fucking shit is in movies, bro. You're a
Right.
liar. I just, but on the outside, I'm like, oh, word. Like, I was like, God damn, I was so angry. I was so fucking angry. They wore matching PJs. They sang Christmas carols. They like fucking played. They got in the back of a pickup and played Find Santa. I needed Stevens to translate white. I didn't know what was going on. They
I
needed
don't know what that is.
they it
Did
was
they drive around
wild, bro.
neighborhoods looking for Santa decorations? What did they do? I don't know.
They
Bathroom.
magically wake up to a white Christmas in their living room. It just snows in their living room
Oh,
randomly.
are
Everybody,
they the family that puts the flour on the floor that you gotta vacuum that shit up just so you can
I
put the
don't
Grinch on the
hold
thing?
up. I was just like, shut up. Like, me and my family spend Christmas together all the time. Hey, cool, man. Like, you know what I mean? But like, I was like, oh my God. It was wild because I'm like, no, I don't need to know any of this shit. Like half of these people I don't know other than at this meeting that we have 4 times a year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's one of those things like where it's like, oh my God. But yeah, I those goddamn long talking lilies, bro.
We can all spread that. I would like to hear it
You
out in
like
the
start
wild
a
one
thing?
day. Yeah,
Just
and
a
then I'll
long
be like
talking
and then I'll
lily.
be like, "I started that."
Yeah.
That was me. That was
Did
fucking
you
me,
just
bro.
make that up or?
Yeah, because I was thinking long talking, and then I was like, "I gotta have a L so it sounds like it's alliteration."
She was big on alliteration. So she was gonna go with long talking Louis, but she thought Lily just flowed a little bit better. You know what I mean?
Lily
So
is
that
the
was the
first
thing.
thing that came up. But you know I do alliteration in my emails all the fucking time. Have a
Yeah.
wonderful Wednesday. Have
Mm-hmm.
a
Mm-hmm.
marvelous Monday. I always do that shit. I don't know if anybody notices, but I always do it.
I don't read your emails,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't notice this at all.
I know. I know you don't because you
I
know
know
it's what
it's
I ask
bad.
you to do.
I know it's bad because Steven sends an email about something and then she'll pick, and like a minute later, she's on the phone with me and she's like, hey, that shit I just emailed about, can you do that? And I'm like, fuck, I'm such an asshole.
I
Set
love
the
that.
fuck phone.
I love that Stevens is your homie at work, but you don't bother to read her emails. You're
Oh
like, fuck.
no.
Don't give me something that's not
Most
about work, she gonna get a
Right.
hold of me. That's the
Right.
mo-
thing, yeah?
most of the crap is not about stuff he needs necessarily, right? Like it's just other stuff, but
Yeah.
That's
and if
funny.
it is, I will call him and say, "Read your
Yeah.
Mhm.
fucking email."
That's the thing. Yeah. And
Like,
then I'm like, oh, okay, I got to do that. All right, cool. Yeah. I got it. Got you. That's my thing right there. You know what I mean? So it's all good. All right. So now that we are in this holiday spirit, we are going to go into our top
oh no,
5 movies
gotta get
slash
my list.
specials of Christmas. All right. So, Stevens, ladies first, because there are still at least 2 gentlemen in this world. These 2 guys right here. So, along that, Stevens, what are your top 5 Christmas specials slash movies, shows, whatever the hell it was?
All right, so I know this is starting to be repetitive, but this top 5 job is not easy.
Not at
Like,
all. Mm-hmm.
You
can we
you kind
get
of have to approach it to where just whatever comes to your head and not
Mm-hmm.
even
yes.
and
Well,
just jot it down and then
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna think
I
of
don't
other shit.
study at all.
You're gonna
don't.
think of other stuff, but like once you come up
Mhm,
with the first 5,
mhm,
that means something. That means
mhm.
there's a
Uh-huh,
Those are the
reason.
uh-huh.
those are the things in your brain. Yep,
Yeah.
that's what I do too. And then I'll also take the week or however long we have
Mhm,
to simmer on it, and I'll be like, "Oh yeah." And then
Yeah.
I'll even ask other people out in the wild. I'm like, "What are your
Yeah.
favorites,
mhm,
breads as we did last week,
mhm.
Mhm.
what's your favorites?" And then I'm like, "Oh, I totally forgot about that one." So, this was tricky
I do
cuz
the same thing, Stevens, but I do it after we present, and then I tell them why they're wrong. But I mean, that's
Yeah.
well, that's the difference.
what the
And that's
fuck is
okay.
that? You're
I
an
respect
idiot.
that.
That's wrong.
Like
That's wrong.
I was told
Pumpernickel, what the fuck's that?
Yeah, pumpernickel. The fuck is a pumpernickel? You son of a bitch. God damn.
I was told half the items on my bread list weren't even bread last week after we recorded, and I was like,
Who
"Shut
told you?
up!" Like, oh, technically it's a pastry. I'm like, "Shut the up!
Oh,
Shut
you
up,
know what?
fucking
You can
young ass."
tell your brother to eat a dick. Fucking pastries.
Uh,
God damn, the fact that you spell pastries. How about that, motherfucker?
yeah.
Like, do that first and then
What?
tell me what's going on. Hi, Steven.
All
Merry
right.
Christmas. What's going on?
Uh, so I have a lot of honorable mentions. Do you want those
Okay.
first or after?
Let's hear it.
Jesus
Let's get
Christ.
it.
Honorable mentions at the
I'm
beginning?
gonna go
All right,
fast.
go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go fast.
Mhm.
Honorable mentions. The Year Without a Santa Claus, because it has the Heat Miser and the Cold Miser in it. Like I'm Mr. Freeze. You know that one.
Never heard of it.
Don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You don't know the. You don't know the. I'm Mr.
Must be
White Christmas.
must
I'm
be a
Mr.
white thing. I
Snow.
don't
you,
know.
Oh my God, no.
you sound just like that long talking Lily at work right now, Steven. I think you're making
I
shit up.
think. I think it's an age thing, and that makes it worse.
I would have preferred to be the other, not the thing.
I would have
All
preferred
right.
it to be a white thing, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
go with an age thing, and that makes it better.
Well, all right, with the Mr. Hammer
Love
Time and Mrs.
Hard.
Hammer Time. Continue.
Yeah,
Love
great,
hard?
thanks. Love Hard, which is on Netflix, but it's Jimmy Yang and I forget the girl in it right now. But it's a newer Christmas movie, but it's freaking awesome.
Hmm.
Spirited also made my list, which is Will Ferrell and Ryan
Oh,
Reynolds.
yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Because
Mhm,
that movie's fucking fun too.
mhm.
And the Santa Claus, because I didn't put it on my top 5.
And that's
But
a snitch, dog. Uh-huh.
but I love those movies. Like they hit at a time where I was like, oh yeah. But my number 5 is Miracle on 34th Street.
Hey,
Um,
OG classic.
the
Hmm.
original black and white one. I do
Hmm.
like the
Hmm.
newer one made in the 80s or whatever, 80s or 90s, but the
Who was
original
in
black and
the
white
Who
one
was
is
in the
great.
remake?
Elizabeth Perkins, and I forget the guy. Um, he's got
Huh.
like black shiny hair, and he's tall, good looking. Dylan McDermott or something. I don't know. I'll look it
Oh
up.
shit. Okay.
But that one's cute. But I do like
The
the
OG.
classic black and white one because it's cool.
Mhm.
My number 4 is probably one you don't know either, but it's Santa Claus is Coming to Town, also a Rankin and Bass special. So I didn't go
Mhm.
with Rudolph. I didn't go with those. I like the Year Without or Santa Claus Coming to Town because it's like his origin story, the way they
Mm.
saw it in whatever year they made that, the 1950s. Um, it's where he's the young man and he gets adopted and he grows up with the Kringles, and then he's like they find reasons for him to deliver gifts, and they find reasons for him to put the gifts in the stockings, and they find reasons for him to grow a beard and look different, and it's just a cute story. So
Huh.
I really like that one. That one's probably my favorite of all of those. Number 3, and I do have a favorite version, but I like a lot of the versions, but A Christmas Carol.
Ah.
And I think my favorite is Muppets Christmas Carol. Um,
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
yeah,
Oh,
because
Curly.
I was even watching it today.
That's cool.
But I like that story. I just like the story of someone being able to turn their life around, right? It's like redeeming yourself. And then my number 2 is animated original 1966 How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Um, that has
Oh,
become,
OG, OG. Okay, okay, okay.
yeah, the original one.
Hmm.
Uh there's a lot of nostalgia for it for us. Like Nicole
Hmm.
and I would, um, that it'd be once we opened our pajamas, we would watch How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and then
Hey, that's dope.
we'd be sent off to bed, right? And
Mhm.
Nicole still does that. She wants the kids to watch. We watch it as a family.
In
It's like you see,
1966, you still watch the OG.
yes. I mean, we
That's
watch the
cool.
other
That's
ones
cool.
too, but
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
one we watch is that. And
The OG is
this
like
year,
not very long, right?
no, it's like 30 minutes.
30 minutes, right? Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, like 28 minutes or whatever. But on Spotify, they have because it's just a reading, right? And then it's animated behind it, so there's not really
Mm.
dialogue. It's
Mhm.
just I can't think of who Dracula was. Bela Lugosi, right? He's just reading.
Oh,
It's not
that's
Is it
dope.
Bela Lugosi? Who is it? Is it Frankenstein? I don't remember. My brain's all scrambled.
Mhm.
But they read it, and so I on Spotify they have the whole thing. So I've been listening to it
That's cool.
almost every day this season for some reason.
Mhm.
And then my number one, I'm sure you can guess because it was my number one franchise. But I'm gonna put it
I'm
at
trying to
Christmas
listen.
Vacation.
Yeah, I thought so. I was like, it has to be Christmas Vacation, right? That only makes sense. Very
Yeah.
okay. Okay,
Because
I like it.
I've I've already watched it 5 times. Like it's just one of those that I will put on, and I know it's ridiculous. I know it's not the greatest movie and whatever, but it's just that it's however it's like these people who are describing these Hallmark Christmases, right? Like Clark has this idea of what a Christmas should be,
Yeah.
and then it
Uh-huh.
just gets fucked up over and over and over, and at every turn and at every decision he makes, it just goes horribly wrong. And um it's a good reminder to like have the idea of what you want, but don't let your expectations and don't let it ruin
Everything up.
what you get. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
enjoy what you have and be grateful.
I like
So
it.
that's my five.
All right, Enrique. Top five for Stevens. We got you coming in. What do you got? Top five Christmas special slash movies.
So I don't have no old school stuff on mine. I didn't grow up watching any of like I've seen some of the old movies. They're great, but I just don't have
The nostalgia.
the nostalgia for them.
Mhm.
My list is pretty recent, and it's just stuff that to me just when I think Christmas movies that I can watch over and over. This is what makes my top five. So my number five is Just Friends with Ryan Reynolds
Yeah.
and
That's a
Amy
Christmas
Smart.
movie?
It
Yeah,
happens at Christmas,
Yeah.
mhm,
It happens at
or
Christmas.
at
No, no,
least
I'm asking. I can't
part
remember.
of it
Yeah.
does. Yeah, part of
yeah.
it does.
Ah, okay, okay. Very
That's
cool.
a good call. I don't think of that as a
I
Christmas
like
movie,
that.
but that's great.
Yeah,
That's great.
I love that movie. I mean, I love Ryan Reynolds anyway, so I like him in
Mhm.
anything. He's just, but this movie's it's funny. It's got some wacky characters in it. Anna Faris plays like her his crazy ass fucking girlfriend, and
X.
she,
Mhm.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
is it X? No, it's
I
his.
can't remember. I can't remember off the top of my head. You might be right. You're probably right.
Yeah, but it's a crazy character, and yeah, it's just fun. I can watch it over and over. It's one of my favorite comedies. Um, my number four is Friday After Next.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that Cat Williams in that is amazing.
Fucking hell
Obviously,
yeah, bro.
The Friday
Mhm,
franchise is just great. It's just more of that.
mhm,
So
mhm,
it's a good time. It's good, it's fun. It's funny throughout. Makes you laugh. So um, and it happens during Christmas, like Friday during Christmas. Like you know,
Mhm.
it's
mhm.
amazing. What
Yeah.
more do I want?
Mhm, mhm.
My number three is Home Alone. Home Alone is my
Hey. Mhm,
yeah, that's the oldest movie I have on here. Yeah, it's a classic, I guess we can call it now.
Yep.
It's I don't think a lot of it holds up nowadays just cuz it's kind of crazy that you can leave your child at home and not even realize it. But it is
They'd be
home
arrested for sure.
yeah, Home Alone's Home Alone, it's great. Watched it not too long ago, and um so yeah, it's good stuff. Number two, my top two are my favorites by far. Number two is Love Actually.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Ah. Mhm,
I love this movie. I love this movie. Love this movie. I don't know what it is about it.
mhm,
It's
It's
a good
funny.
damn movie.
It's
That's
funny,
what it
it's
is.
sad, it takes
Yeah.
place in London, like, in England, so, like, I'm all for
mhm,
it. It's just,
mhm,
it goes in different directions, it covers
Has good actors.
yeah, a lot of ensemble cast, it has a
Yeah.
lot of good actors in it, yeah, it's just I've always liked this movie for since I watched it, and it's always one that I always think of as not only favorite Christmas holiday movie, but just in general, one of my favorite movies of all time.
mm.
And then number one is Elf.
Yeah,
Elf.
I knew that was gonna be
Uh,
your number one.
Um, yeah, I mean Will Ferrell, like
it's good.
he's on my Mount Rushmore. I love comedies. This is just it was an instant classic since from the moment I first watched it. Um, since to this day, every part of our holiday decorations in the house is a bunch of elf stuff, from the movie.
Fun.
Mhm.
So we love Elf in this household. It's one of our favorites. It's we always watch it during the holidays. So yeah, that's gonna be uh my number one.
I ain't mad at that, man. That's a good list. We're mad. Hey, look, I got one big shout out. My honorable mention, Charlie Brown Christmas.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite special from them. I think Halloween's still my favorite. It's Great Pumpkin. Charlie Brown. I think that might be my favorite. Like holiday special. But the Christmas one's really good too. I mean, they play the hits. They play the hits on their specials. They know what we want. You know what I mean? So that's a really, really good one. But
Mhm.
my number five, because I can quote the movie 37, 800 million times, but it is um, Friday. You know how it goes. Christmas, they rob him. He invited two girls that are gonna come over to the party. That's gonna suck his dick from the back. You don't even know what that means. Like there's somebody. He says it at the beginning when they rob him. He goes, "We didn't throw this party. I was gonna invite some bitches over. They're gonna suck my dick from the back. I don't even know what that means." Like all these like money, like you said, Money Mike is hilarious in that movie. Like it just fucking works. Like the fact that they're security guards and the top flight security of the world, Craig, the world. Like it's just barbecue so good it'll make you slap your mama. Like all the
Yeah, yeah.
shit they say, and it is. The Santa Claus is robbing everybody, right?
Mhm.
Santa Claus is robbing every Terry Crews trying to freaking get Money Mike, like that wolf bitch with their mustache. Like, there's just so many good things in that movie. Fucking awesome. I love it. It's a great time. All the Fridays, I like all of them, but that three's three might no. I like once again, man. I like Money Mike more than I like Day
Yeah.
Day. No, I like Day Day more than I like Smokey.
Mhm.
I'll just be honest with you. So for me, it's 2, 3, and then 1. That's how I feel about it. I know people love the first one, but I'm like, dude, Money Mike was a man.
The
So
one
I
is
like him.
the one is a slow burn. It's kind of
Mhm.
um it just became, I don't know. It's got a different pacing. So if you're not in for that, if you're not expecting that, a lot of people aren't gonna like it.
And I think 2 and 3 introduced more characters that were hilarious, right? Whether it's Money Mike, whether it's Pinky, whether it's a guy that returns the CD and he can't get jiggy to this shit. Like they all had more and more characters, but this was
Yeah.
based in Christmas, so it's awesome. Number 4, Gremlins.
Oh,
Motherfucker's looking
yeah, I
for a
thought
gift
about
for his
that.
son. He finds a Mogwai, brings that Mogwai home. Shenanigans ensue, bro, and I fucking love it. It's like it was a perfect horror movie for me as a kid because it's not really horror, but it's super cute. And who didn't want a Gizmo growing up? Motherfucker, I would have murdered somebody for a fucking Gizmo, bro. Like that just thing was so cute and stuff like that. So I love that. Number 3 for me, also matching up, is Elf. Elf is fucking hilarious. I also think Will Ferrell movies are the greatest. I'm kind of sad that my kids will not have comedies like that man made growing up because we can't do that anymore. But Elf is fucking awesome, fun, hilarious, a good Christmas movie, and it's Will Ferrell doing Will Ferrell, man. I'm in for all of that. Number 2 is a total classic for me, and I did not watch it obviously when it first came out, but I fucking love it. It's it's just that perfect mix of like not necessarily having the same problems in Christmas, but you see kind of like what you said about your number one. It's this family. They Christmas is supposed to be perfect, but by the end of the movie, they're eating fucking duck at a fucking Chinese
Oh,
restaurant. It's a
I
Christmas
love a
story.
Christmas
I
story,
fucking
yeah.
love that. The lamp. Like it can be anything. It says
Fragile.
fragile on the box. Right? It's
Yeah,
Italian. And my little man, when he goes up to the leg and starts rubbing on it, looking up the
yeah,
skirt, like I'm like, that's fucking every kid, bro, would do that shit if he saw a leg
yeah.
lamp, bro.
Yep,
No,
yep,
but daring the homie to put his tongue on the pole, and then he fucking
yep.
gets stuck there,
I triple
fighting the
dog dare
bullies.
you.
Yeah, damn. He skipped over the double dare and went straight to the
Yeah,
triple dare, whatever it is,
yeah,
right? Like,
yeah,
getting in fights with fucking the bully, your parents not
yeah.
wanting to buy you something because you shoot your eye out, like all that shit that's in there. Like the little brother when they put all the coats on his ass and he can't even fucking walk, and he's just like, like all that shit, all
I
that
gotta
stuff
go
hits.
pee.
Yeah. The aunt sending those stupid PJs and they have to wear them. They're like all dressed
Yeah,
up like bunnies and shit.
yeah.
When he cusses,
Yes.
and even though his dad cusses all the fucking time, the moment he cussed, he got his soap in his mouth and shit and all that stuff. Like, all of that. I love
Happened to
it.
me.
There you go. You see what I'm saying? All of that shit. I love it. The Oval Team. The fact that you have to do all these
Ovaltine.
things to try to get this decoder,
The
and then
prizes.
you like, yeah, and it's like for what? For some stupid like, oh, drink more
Yeah.
Ovaltine or whatever. You're like, son of a bitch. So I love all of it. I think it's just a great one. But nothing says Christmas to me like a great fucking action movie, and it happened in fucking Nagasaki or Nagamura or Naga
I
something tower, and fucking Die Hard, bro, because that movie is
knew it.
badass. If you die, bro, why would I want to watch the other bullshit when I can see motherfucking John McClane, bro, just going to town, bro? Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker! Like I saw, like if I'm gonna watch a Christmas movie, might as well enjoy the shit out of it, bro. Plus, honestly, Die Hard's a fucking badass movie. Like it's fucking good, bro. Him
Die
walking
Hard's
on the
good.
glass, like it's just good. It's a good action. The bad guys are bad. A good '80s like bad guy, super racist because he's just like Russian or something, right? Like he's some kind of like Eastern European country, and then it works, right? But it happens at a Christmas party, so yes, I will go with Die Hard. The fucking answer that only makes sense. But yeah, that would be my favorite Christmas movie.
I
But
like your list.
another
You
thing
guys
too,
have
I
good
don't mind
lists.
fucking 2-3. I don't even mind the 2-3s on that one either, man. The sequels were fine for me too. That was a good time, man. I enjoyed watching it. Plus, now that you know how Bruce Willis is doing, you're like, oh man,
Mhm.
go back and watch
Yeah,
that every once in a while, dude. You know what I mean? But that would be my top five. Yeah, good list, y'all. I kind of did enjoy
good
those, man.
list.
And I thought this was gonna be easy. Like in the sense of I thought I'm like, oh, Christmas Story, oh, Die Hard. Like I was going through my
Yeah,
head real quick, but then I'm like, dude, but what about? But what about? But what about? Like it started getting kind of harder and harder. And I know I missed something. I know there's Christmas movie out there that happens like kind of like a Gremlins or like one of the ones you picked, where I'm like, shit, that it did happen during Christmas. I didn't even think about that.
Mhm.
So
hmm
I'm sure it's out there or whatever.
yours were
But any other
your
honorable mentions?
all five of yours were on my list.
Mm-hmm.
Except for Friday After Next. I never thought about that as a Christmas movie for whatever reason. Um, but yeah, good movies. Like and Enrique, everything except that one and Just Friends. Like I said, I never really thought of that as a Christmas movie either.
And I'm sure we all forgot a shit that just there's something in during Christmas that happens,
There's
and
a
you're
whole
like,
bunch
oh
of
shit.
stuff. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
whole
There's some good ones
bunch.
out there though.
There's a
Christmas
whole
probably does have the best holiday. Well, I guess Halloween, but non-scary like holiday probably has to be that or Independence Day because that movie fucking rocked. But guys, that was our fucking top five.
Not
Top
Valentine's
five.
Day or Mother's
Oh
Day.
yeah, Mother's Day. What would you think as a Mother's Day movie?
Mother's Day. It's literally called
It's
Mother's
called
Day.
Mother's Day. Yeah.
Shit, I don't know what the fucking movie that is. I'm like, is it a horror movie of some sort, Stevens? No, like,
No, it's one of those movies like Valentine's Day. Although there's a horror
mm.
movie called April Fool's Day.
I'm sure there's a horror movie for every fucking holiday by now. Shit, I saw Thanksgiving when the turkey's fucking killing everybody. But that was
That's a
our
good one.
list, guys, for our topic, for our top five Christmas movies slash specials. A shout out also because if not, my man would be doing backflips in his grave to the what is it, the Wookiee Christmas? Was that the actual name of it,
Uh,
Stevens?
no, I think it's the 1977 Star Wars Christmas special, I think is
Where you meet the rest of Chewbacca's
yeah.
family, right?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So big shout out to that piece of garbage that's out there somewhere too, because I'm sure that shit was bad, but people ate it up because they wanted more Star Wars. That's the problem now. We got too much of everything. We don't fucking that would
Yeah.
never happen. You know what I mean? Oh, shout out to the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. I enjoyed that shit.
Yes, that's
I just
fun.
thought about that right now. That might have made my
Yep.
list because I fucking enjoyed the shit out of that because I
Wait,
thought Guardians was
the
awesome.
did what's his name? McElhenney, the It's Always Sunny guy. There, what's this
Mhm.
show on Apple TV, on Apple Plus?
The video game one?
Yeah, Mythic Quest.
Oh,
Mythic
Mythic
Quest,
Did
yeah.
it?
Quest.
The
Mhm.
special they did, was that a Christmas thing or am I crazy?
They did one for COVID
Oh, it was maybe I'm thinking of the COVID one,
where
but
he
I
hugs
don't
her
know
at the
why.
very end. He like goes to
Yeah,
her apartment and hugs her. But did they have a
They
Christmas
yeah.
do
one
a
too?
I think they did have a Christmas party.
Why
Every
am I?
sitcom we watched had a Christmas one too, guys. That's the
Well,
thing.
of
I'm saying there's
course.
so many things we forgot. You know what I
I
mean?
should have.
Like,
I mean, I could have mentioned the Any Friends Christmas,
yeah, I was
like,
gonna say, yeah.
I was thinking more movies.
Yeah, yeah. The Simpsons had great Christmas episodes, right? Like that's what
Yeah,
I'm saying. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they
Oh
all
yeah.
have it. They
yeah,
all have it.
There's a ton of stuff.
yeah.
And
It's never ending if you do shows. If you do shows, you're never gonna.
Yep.
on a side note, just because you said Apple, motherfucker, I watched the last. It came out yesterday today. The
I
last
was
Shrinking.
trying so
No,
hard.
I didn't.
Fucking
Hold on,
shit,
hold on. I haven't
Stevens.
watched it. I haven't watched it. I don't think.
Cheers. I'm playing fucker because I'm gonna say all
Enrique.
of it. No, I'm not gonna say all of it. All I'm gonna
No,
say,
don't
bro,
say
it,
anything. Let him watch
I'm
it. But I
it's
was
no, I'm just
literally
gonna say,
like
yes,
tears.
it was
Yeah.
fucking heartbreaking, bro. God damn it,
So
man.
the wait, the last. So you said it just came out last night. Okay,
Today,
so I
last
haven't
night. Mhm.
so I haven't watched it. Okay.
You watched last week's where it ends with her being pissed at the dead.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, you're one behind.
Okay.
Fucking A, bro. Yeah, yeah. And on that wonderful note, guys, that was our top five for Christmas, guys. If you hey, on a side note, we give you gems here for free, man. If you have not been checking out Shrinking, it's
Yeah,
fucking
watch it.
30 minutes of awesomeness. In and out quick, doesn't take long, and it's fucking hilarious. It's heartwarming. It's
Harrison
has
Ford
great
is so
characters.
good.
Harrison Ford is so good and
He's
so
so
bad at the same
good.
time. God
So
damn it.
good.
Yeah, it just works. It just works, guys. Check that out. Do yourself a favor. It's getting up there. It's probably my second favorite Apple show already. I can say that, bro. Because it's just so good. It makes me laugh out loud, which I don't do that enough when I watch
Mhm.
shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it just makes me laugh out loud sometimes. So check that out, guys. But that was our top five for Christmas. Tell us what your top five was. Check it out. Share. Talk amongst yourselves. Tell Steven she's wrong, but I'm right because I'm gonna tell you you're wrong. And let us know, guys, and we'll check it out again. But that will be our top five for the week. Have a Merry Christmas. Enjoy yourselves whenever you're hearing this. Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you do. Have a good time with it. Enjoy yourself no matter what. Hopefully, you're getting some time to spend it with some people you love and you have a great time with it. With that being said, Steven, say bye.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
Enrique.
Yes. Bye. Merry Christmas, everyone.
And remember again, my name's Yvonne. Love you guys. Wu Tang forever, motherfuckers. And Merry Christmas.